Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy JD. I hope you've all had a great day. I hope you've all had a great weekend. In this episode, it's that time where we all sit down and try to relax to a few things I've seen on the internet that are currently trending right now, and if I've got to experience them and see them, then you guys do as well. It's just the rules we have on this channel, unfortunately. Firstly, we're going to be taking a look at this woke TikToker who might be a familiar face because they are going viral right now after posting a video of themselves having a huge breakdown after getting misgendered at a bar. Yes. Secondly, we have new Snow White rumors. Yes, the woke Disney remake Snow White somehow, some way, as each day goes by, seems to be getting worse and worse. It's completely insane. And lastly, the Met Chief Police in England has decided to finally crack down on police officers engaging in woke causes. Finally, some action being taken. It's great to see. But before we carry on any further, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Buckle up. So on X, as usual, ladies and gentlemen, we have a video going viral involving a woke TikToker. This time, it's them recording themselves, telling the story of them getting misgendered at a gay bar, and they have one of the biggest breakdowns you will see. Now, this individual we've actually covered before on this channel because they are notorious for posting neo-pronoun TikTok videos and inspiring people on TikTok to use pronouns, neo-pronouns, such as, get ready for this, Skittle/Skittles, Bug/Bugs, and Snail/Snails. And that's not even the worst of them. Yeah, I know some of you are probably scratching your heads thinking, wait, where did it all go wrong? I know how you feel, get us off this planet, right? But there are actually worse ones on there. And when you get people posting these sort of videos, the neo-pronoun TikTok videos, a video like this we're going to be reacting to doesn't actually surprise me, if I'm going to be honest. But the story goes, this individual and her wife turned up to a gay bar and the bartender referred to her as a lady. She doesn't identify as a lady. She also says not everybody refers to themselves as ladies. Oh boy, don't we know? So she snaps back and she ends up getting thrown out. But now I'm going to stop talking and I'm just going to allow you guys to experience and take in first world problems at its peak. Take a watch.
Honestly, don't know what to do, but like, there was like a really bad experience. Basically, I was just getting a drink at the bar and they called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up and I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's okay that you didn't know. And in a gay bar, so I should feel safe. Too bad, turned it around. They got so mad at me and they took the drink away from my wife and I. He hit the bar, like, because he was like, are you serious? You're doing the same thing to me. How? And then they kicked us out. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like, how am I supposed to feel? This was the first time that I've like told somebody I felt brave enough to tell somebody my identity. And I just wanted to let him know, and I told him it's okay that you didn't know. He was still mad at me for being myself and for my wife being themselves. Just hurt. We were kicked out so fast. And I tried talking to the other person. He came over and was like, what's going on? It was another straight white man. When I told him he's just not respecting our identity and I don't understand why. And he was like, you know what, just leave. And I got kicked out of a bar. Technically supposed to be a queer bar, but it's just gay white men.
Yes.
Oh my god, it was supposed to be a positive experience. I felt so embarrassed.
I want to let you know.
Yeah.
And livid.
I know, it's so bad, I'm like, imagine if I didn't accept you for just being gay. Dude, like, are you serious? And he's told me, I'm being a gentleman calling you a lady. That's not something bad. Like, I'm just sharing that part and I just wanted you to be like, okay, sorry.
What would you like?
What would you like to hear? And like, it's not like we even talk a lot. It felt like a dad, like, yelling at you. Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna have some water. And I'm okay. It's just hard.
One more thing that I wanted to add is that he yelled at my wife and told them that he sees us as ladies, and so he will always refer to us as ladies. Bye! And at the end of the day, transphobia within the community is so disgusting.
Yeah, I think that's enough, right? Because I think we can all tell what path she's about to go down. But, you know, we could sit here and talk about this for a long time, right? Because there is just so much wrong with this video. But the first thing that screams out to me is this is the level of self-entitlement we have now reached. People have been installed with this level of self-entitlement. As I say, it's me syndrome. We see it quite often these days. This is just the problem with liberals and progressives. They just all think everybody is obligated to conform to their worldview. Everybody must think the same as them. We all see it every single time we make a video at this point. So when somebody doesn't, they must face the consequences, and then they react in the bad way when they face the consequences and get thrown out of said place. Oh no, how dare I face the consequences? I've been told all my life I'm completely in the right, and anybody who says anything that I disagree with is in the wrong. This is what happens when society slowly but surely gets wrapped in cotton wool for so long. Look, this video just highlights the clear mental health issues we have going on. 10-15 years ago, nobody would have sat there, got their phone out and recorded themselves crying over being referred to as a lady. They would have just got on with their lives if it did happen. But now when something like this happens, people must sit there, record themselves crying, looking for that validation and the digital comfort because they can't get it in anything else. You know, instead of uploading these videos for the validation, how about do some self-reflection? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I getting emotional over this? Why does it offend me that somebody calls me a woman? Should I be reacting like this? Nobody ever does that, especially these liberals, right? Because it's everybody else's fault and not theirs. It's easy to be a victim your whole life and blame everybody else for every single situation, then really, you know, learn to grow, take some accountability and become a better person. I don't think this is going to be a video they're going to be too proud of in the future. I don't think they'll look back on this video with pride. But then again, when they've been uploading bugs pronoun videos, Skittles pronoun videos, I don't think there'll be many to look back on with joy and happiness, if I'm going to be honest. Moving on. So the woke Snow White remake, ladies and gentlemen, is still in the news. That's how much controversy all of this is causing. It's actually surprising to me Disney are still going along with this with the amount of money they've been losing in the past. But then again, it's woke agendas over profit. I'm personally holding out for the new trailer that will be dropped probably in the next few months to come. It is going to be a scene. Oh boy, the reaction to that is going to be huge. But we have new rumors surrounding the film that, as I said at the beginning, make it seem a lot worse than we thought. According to these rumors, Snow White is going to be a liberal socialist who teams up with the group of bandits. Yes, they're not dwarfs or magical creatures. Apparently this rumor is saying that they're going to be called bandits and they're going to lead a revolution against the evil queen. You can see where this is going. According to boundingintocomics.com, Rachel Zegler's Snow White is rumored to be an independent liberal socialist that leads a revolution against the evil queen. This latest rumor comes from Scooper My Time to Shine Hello on X. The Scooper claims the people that save Snow White in this version are called bandits. Jonathan, the male love interest, who isn't a prince, is also a bandit. The bandits are like Robin Hood. They steal from the queen to feed the poor. Snow White herself is an independent liberal socialist in this version, and with the bandits leads a revolution against the evil queen, he added. It was revealed the dwarfs were not going to be in the film back in January 2022 when a Disney spokesperson reacted to comments from actor Peter Dinklage criticizing the dwarfs' portrayal in the original 1937 animated classic. The Disney spokesperson told The Hollywood Reporter, to avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film, we are taking a different approach with these 7 characters and have been consulting with members of the dwarfism community. Sorry, I'm struggling to believe this is actually the world we're living in. I feel like I fell asleep many years ago and this is just all a bad dream. Confirm it if you're all experiencing the same thing. But according to these rumors, they're not going to be dwarfs, as we know anyway. They're not going to be called magical creatures, as many people thought they were going to be called. They're going to be called bandits. How fun. And also in this group of bandits will be the love interest for Snow White, as they've removed the prince. The main reason as to why Snow White wakes up in the original is no longer there. It's interesting because Snow White, in many clips, as we've seen, Rachel Zegler has come out and said she won't be pursuing true love. But there is going to be a love interest, so I fully expect this man to be chasing Snow White across the film, trying to make her fall in love with him when she's leading the charge against the evil queen, leading the revolution as a liberal socialist. I mean, as we know today, pretty much every liberal socialist just hates everything, so I think her attitude is going to be very interesting throughout this film. But we all know why they got rid of the main aspect of Snow White waking up, because it's a prince saving a princess, and to have that today would be deeply sexist and misogynistic. And I wish I wasn't trying to be funny, but that's just the message these people send out every single time they do this. It's like people are so offended by a man trying to save the day. Men can't do that any longer. And obviously Snow White is going to be the hero. I don't think many people would have had an issue with it if it was done the right way. And tell me if I'm wrong when I say this, but when many films portray the woman as the hero, which again nobody has an issue with, but in the process it's always demonizing men throughout the film. Men are always lectured. It doesn't have to be that way. And with this film, I fully expect every scene to be a lecture to boys and men who watch it about how wrong they are, how evil they are, how much they're not needed in society. Yet the very same people who push for this sort of messaging and advocate for it, mainly liberals, progressives, they all sit there together and say, I just can't believe why men feel so disenfranchised today. It's not like every chance the media gets, they demonize them, and every chance we get, we lecture them and tell them how wrong they are. It's completely beyond me. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And I do think when the consequences of this messaging get too much and too apparent, people are going to look back on this and think, why did we go down this road? They won't be too overly happy we went down the road of demonizing men and making them look like bumbling idiots in every single film. That's just my opinion. But with every rumor that comes out about this film, every story that comes out about this film, every interview we see resurface of Rachel Zegler talking about the film, it just further emphasizes why nobody should go and watch it. I don't think anybody should be really spending their money on such a thing that is going to lecture men especially and try and force women into a mold that some women don't even want to be involved in, because it's all about, you know, girl boss girl, the agenda, right? But some women out there don't actually like that. I saw a few comments on the last video I made about Snow White. Some women actually like the idea of being saved. They like finding their true love, which this film is going to really distort that whole thing. So they're trying to do something with women, for women, yet they're actually annoying them in the process as well. It's like these people don't actually understand what a lot of people want and just go along with these agendas because they think that's right. Oh no, we must go along with this. How about you actually listen to people and you listen to what people want instead of trying to purport this agenda that I really don't think serves anybody? But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this film. Are you looking forward to Snow White? Probably not. But let me know. But it's not all doom and gloom, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, we're going to end this video on a positive note. I know that's a massive change, right? But we have somebody finally in England, well, from what it seems like anyway, could just be a PR move, wanting to take action against police officers who are engaging in woke causes. Finally, right? And those things stretch as far as taking the knee. Yes, that's still viewed as a very positive thing in this country. Nobody brings up the other side of the argument in the mainstream media, wearing Pride merchandise. The police, I believe, spent like, what, £60,000 on Pride merchandise, and also eco badges are now a thing with these police officers. That's the level of insanity we're at in this country. But the Met Police Chief has come out and said he will ban police officers from engaging in woke causes. It seems pretty straight, and to be honest, I'll believe it when I see it. The Daily Mail go on to report, Met Police Chief to ban officers from backing woke causes. Sir Mark Rowley won't allow cops to take the knee, fly the rainbow flag, or tack eco badges on uniform. But wearing poppies for remembrance is perfectly proper. Met police officers will be banned from supporting woke causes while on duty, Britain's most senior policeman has warned. Sir Mark Rowley says officers won't be allowed to take the knee, fly rainbow flags, or wear badges that support environmental causes, the Telegraph reported. However, the police commissioner has said it is perfectly proper for officers to wear remembrance poppies, help for heroes wristbands, and police memorial badges. Sir Mark told the newspaper he is fairly narrow-minded on the issue. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, adding that there are very few causes policing should be attached to. He argued that while many officers may personally support the so-called woke causes, the force explicitly supporting any of these causes is quite tricky because officers need to be impartial. Sir Mark told the Telegraph there are not a lot of causes the force should align with because of the danger doing so poses. The police chief argued that it is not woke to engage with community members to understand what worries them, but claims policing as a whole should not align itself with causes. The danger is that once you say we are going to align ourselves to a cause because 90% of the population support it, what about the 10%, he said. Sir Mark said that the modern activism is challenging because of the differing directions that protest groups can take. Many groups have very sensible majority membership, he argued, but says that there are also members with extremist views and you can't legislate from outside it. He warned that it could be pretty fatal for the force if people don't believe the officers could operate without fear or favour. I mean, straight away, I would argue, I don't think it's people aligning themselves with things 90% of people support. It's people aligning themselves with how the 10% think, which is why we've got in the situation we have, because the 10% are so far gone. They need everybody to act in this extreme way, and police officers are complying with that in some cases. But this is a great move. You know, I don't think police officers should be policing people on how it aligns with their worldview, their woke agendas. Now, some people, liberals, progressives who are watching may disagree and say, well, if you're going to ban police officers from taking the knee, wearing pride merchandise, etc., eco badges, then shouldn't they be banned from wearing poppies? Now, I personally think that argument really isn't valid. I'm sorry, because of what the poppy represents. It represents, you know, fallen soldiers, people who have done actually stunning and brave things. Newsflash, you know, changing your pronouns with the direction of the wind isn't stunning and brave. These people have sacrificed so much, and that deserves to be remembered. So I think those things are okay, but we're at this point now with these police officers because of how bad the hiring is, how bad the standards are. Who is hiring these people? The hiring process needs to be more rigid. It needs to be more secure. It needs to be more strict. I understand, you know, especially today, the inspiration to be a police officer for some people may not be there. So with this, maybe they're just hiring everybody and anybody, but when you act in that way, of course, you're going to get people who have extreme political views, regardless if it's left or right, and operating in that frame of mind. They're going to allow their woke agendas, whatever agenda, to get the better of them. It doesn't matter what you do off duty, right? Take the knee how many times you want, as long as it's not on duty. Wear as many rainbows as you want. Wear as many badges as you want, as long as it's not on duty. Just do the job you're supposed to do. But leave your thoughts down below on this issue, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear what you guys think about policing today. Have they become too woke? Do you agree with the Met Police Chief banning police officers from engaging in woke causes? I'd like to know. Also, leave your comments down below about all the other topics we spoke about. I'm sure it'll be a very interesting comment section, to say the least. If you have enjoyed today, please, for me, make sure to also leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.